Me and my grandpa tried to rob a casino. For the last like 5 or 6 years, I've been a part-time landscaper with my grandpa, and for me, it's never been about money or career gain. I just did it to take care of my grandparents and help out my grandpa because physical labor, after so many years, they're like 76 now, so you can't do all that physical labor all the time. And I told them I'd help them. My grandparents mean the world to me. I'd do anything for them. And when I was younger, my grandparents were like millionaires. My grandpa built this construction company from the ground up, and ended up losing everything. So over the years, you just watch him struggle and struggle and struggle, and it's finally just got sick of it. We used to go to the casino. We probably go to this casino like once a month. It was just me and my grandparents. We'd go hang out, play some slots or whatever. And over the years, we started to realize like all the horse races, that's kind of these casinos' loopholes to get properties in the tri-state area, especially in places like Kentucky, where table games weren't legal. So pretty much every casino has a horse track attached to it in the tri-state area. So one day, my grandpa's like, have you ever bet on horses before? Because my grandparents are kind of the people that, they'd kill me if they knew I was saying this, but they're the people that taught me how to gamble. I was like, no, that's something I've never done. He's like, well, let me teach you how to do it. So we were going through the odds on how to bet. He's explaining it to me, and I'm like, cool, but as a kid, this was a couple of years ago, so I'm a 20-something-year-old kid, like half listening. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I'm just here to drink and hang out, so I'm just gonna grab a beer and go up and place a random bet. So I go up, and there's this guy. I mean, you're used to being at the casino. There's always sketchy people at the casino, but there's this guy in front of me just like sweating his ass off. Real buggy-looking dude, and we're in line outside at the horse track waiting to place our bets at the, I think they're called like cashier stands or whatever. We're in line at one of the cashier stands, and he places his bet, steps to the side with his little ticket, and I place my bet, grab my ticket. As I'm turning around, I bump right into him. And dude's all over. Like, he knocks my drink out of my hand. We drop our wallets and tickets and shit, and I pick my ticket up. He pick up his, and he's real fucking buggy dude. Sorry, man, my bad. And I'm like, dude, you're good. Like, give him his ticket, give him his wallet back. Put mine in my pocket, in my shirt pocket, and go to find my grandpa. My grandpa's like, what'd you make the bet on? I'm like, I bet on horse 6. So we go over. We're sitting at a little picnic table. My grandpa goes to look at the ticket where we're sitting. I'm like, don't look at it. Let's just see if horse 6 wins. Like, who cares? Let's just see if horse 6 wins. So he puts he's all irritated with me because he wanted to see the odds and what I placed a bet on versus what we could have won. And I put like $100 down. I was like, whatever. Like, let's try to win some money. Like, that's why we're here. If we win a lot of money on the horse races, we got money for the rest of the table games and stuff for however long we're here. So I'm sitting there with my grandpa and we're talking. Race starts. And no shit, like about halfway through the race, I'm like, oh man, horse 6 might just win. And I picked it because it had like black and yellow, Steelers colors on it. Horse comes around the third turn, and it's the horse 6, and it was horse 4. I'll never forget it because it was the first time I've ever bet on a horse race. They're coming down straight away, and my horse wins by like just a hair. And as I look over, I'm like, how's my horse? And my grandpa is already looking at the ticket, and his eyeballs are huge. And he's like, Thomas, how much money did you put on this ticket? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, why does it matter? He's like, look at the odds on this. Won like $100,000 according to the ticket. And we're thinking like it's got to be a misprint. Like, there ain't no way that we just won $100,000 on a horse race. We went on like a Tuesday afternoon. So like the race and the odds, that wouldn't even make sense. We didn't, when you win, even when people win a jackpot, like I work at a casino. When you win a jackpot at a casino, people want to quickly get in and out with their money, walk out with the security team. They don't want nobody knowing, other people at the casino knowing they won because, you just don't want people in your business or trying to mug you or rob you on the way out. Like, you just never know. As my grandpa's looking at the ticket and saying that to me, I'm looking around like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like, we need to get to a security booth. We need to get to a security person or get to the cashier's booth, like someone who can rope this in. As I turn to my right, I see that buggy dude that bumped into me when I was placing my bet. And he's like, what ticket do you have? And I'm like, what? And as I turn, just boom. Dude gets shot. And I'm like, holy shit. Well, we're out on this patio, this big concrete patio area. So when he gets shot, like I just like watched this bullet pass through this dude and he drops. And I'm like in shock. My grandpa grabs me, pulls me to the ground. And all these people are running away from the track. So we were like by the front of the track, by the finish line. So all these people are running back towards the casino building. And my grandpa's like, get down, get down, get down. Second shot, boom, hits this like metal trash can, ping, and we're like, holy shit. And I'm like, I can't even process what's going on. I'm like freaking out. I was like, watch a dude die. And my grandpa's like, stay down, stay down. So we're kind of running in the crowd, but we're staying crouched. And I got kind of trying to pull off my grandpa because obviously I can move faster and get us through the crowd quicker. And I'm like, why are you trying to stay down? We get to like, We get to this overhang, and he yanks me down. He's like, stay down. He's like, don't you get it? Us poor white people are going to get money like this? Like, the government's probably trying to kill us. And I'm like, over $100,000? Like, what are we talking about? And he slaps me across the face. He's like, it's not $100,000. It's $1 million bet that you just won. Where did you get this money? And my grandpa's like pressing me. And I'm like, I don't know. And I look at the ticket, and I'm like, I didn't put that much money down. And we started thinking, it started explaining, like, I just put the bet down. Like, it was like a $100 bet. And he's like, this is the wrong ticket then. Like, you have someone else's ticket, Thomas. And he's freaking out. And again, this is in the midst of, like, I'm trying to process the fact we just watched a dude get fucking blasted. Like, dude just got his life blown away at a casino. So we're freaking out. Like, we're up by this patio. We're with this crowd of people, and everyone's looking around because no one knows where the shots came from. And all the casino security guards are freaking out. You can hear the cop sirens coming in the background. So, and we just kind of follow this massive crowd into the building, still sitting on $1 million. We just won $1 million fucking dollars. Like, we're freaking out. So as we go into the casino, we're going up the staircase to the second floor where, like, the main gaming floor is, and the casino security guards are locking everything down. They're keeping everybody in the building because you don't know where the shots were fired. The shots obviously came from outside, but in our defense, like, and all the other casino patrons were the same way. Like, we're pressing the security guards trying to get out because we're like, we don't know what if the shooter's in here? Like, I've never been in a mass shooter situation, but you've heard those stories. Like, that shit will freak you out. And again, we're sitting on all this money. So my grandpa's like, we need to get the fuck out of here and get to a cashier. You know, he's pressing these security guards hard. Sure enough, boom, shot gets fired. And everybody in the casino is just like crouching down by the table games, like trying to get out of the way. Even the employees are freaking out because nobody knows what's going on. And we're like, there's no way that we're involved in this shit. Like, we freaking part-time landscapers over at a convent down in Kentucky. Like, there ain't no way we're involved with all this shit. These 3 dudes in black suits come down from, I don't know where the hell they came from. Two dudes on each side of this guy in the middle. They both have guns. And we're like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Like, we're thinking they work for the casino as some type of security or something. And this dude's like, who has my fucking money? And we're like, there's no fucking way this is happening right now. Like, this has got to be some type of weird, like, I'm waiting to wake up from a dream type of shit. And my grandpa's like, Thomas, stay down. We're in a movie script. So that's one of my movie scripts that a little teaser on the intro of that movie script I started writing about me and my grandpa. That I hope to get produced someday. That one I actually have gotten out to a couple production companies and writers out in New York. So maybe I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But that one is definitely one of my favorite scripts that I've been working on. And one thing about my script writing, if anyone, if you listen this far and you care to know, my all my scripts are based off real people. All my characters and storylines are based off real people and events. So basically, all my stories have been inspired by my friends and family, and that's why I hold such a value to my my close friends and my family that have stuck with me on this journey as we continue to try to figure out this whole movie script podcasting thing. I know everybody's doing it now, but you got to find your lane. And you got to find what makes you stand out and what makes you unique. And for me, what I believe what makes my content and videos stand out and unique is the fact that I have friends and family that are willing to be in them. That's one of my movie scripts about my grandpa. My grandparents are my best friends. I always joke around, like, my mom and dad, we always joke, like, my sister's the only daughter, so she's daddy's little girl. And my brother's the youngest, so he's mama's baby. And my joke has always been that I'm my grandparents' favorite. Because that's, I don't know what it is for whatever reason. Like, me and my grandpa, we've always been just super tight. He's always been one of my best friends from day one. And my grandma, she's just always been there for me too. And I'm just so appreciative of them. And that's one thing, like, that's my biggest goal, is to get a movie script produced before they're no longer around. Because as life goes on, not to get all cheesy and corny, but, like, that's that one thing about you only live once. I think that whole term about YOLO has really been turned on its ass, kind of been turned on its head. I think you hear a lot of people, they say you only live once, like, go get fucked up and party as hard as you can until your body shuts down type of shit. And for me, YOLO is like, I only get one opportunity at this life, so I'm going to pursue the opportunities and events that I really want to experience with the people that I want to spend that time with. Because that's the thing, like, I'm all for traveling and exploring the world and doing new things. I think that's all really cool, and everybody has different hobbies and things that they like to do, and that's cool. But for me, it's never been about what city I'm going to or what event I'm experiencing. It's about the people that I'm with. And what's the point of going through life with people who aren't really there for you and care and support you truly from their heart of hearts? Like the people that I consider my really close friends and my family, like I would die for, whatever the circumstances where I would do anything for them. And that's what's really important to me. So that's always been the driving motivation behind my movie scripts and the social media and trying to get this stuff going is like, it's not about being famous. It's not about getting rich. It's about producing something that means something to me because of the people who have inspired me to go down this path. So to all my friends and family out there, I know I get a little distant at times. I know I get sucked into the grind of working on these type of things, but you guys know who you are. I'm always here for you. I love you all so much, and yeah, just you got to find your motivation in life, whatever it is. And I don't care if it's emotion or people or whatever. Like you got to find what truly motivates you and truly makes you live from the heart. Like there's so many people you see out there. Like it's just sad. Like I see so many people in today's society that let their inner child, I guess you could say, die. Like what brings you joy and happiness and like just that pure ecstasy of like I'm alive and I'm doing my thing, living my life because I'm pursuing the thing that really just like makes me whole as a human being. Like I think that's what more people need to really realize. Like I don't care how many followers you have on any social media platform. I don't care how much money you're making. I don't care how rich and famous you are or think you are or whatever it is. Like find what really fills you up in the morning, like gets you excited to go live your life and makes every day kind of feel like even, and let's be honest, like living the dream is not always what it seems, right? Like running your own business or exploring your own project or whatever it is that you're doing, like it's a grind and it gets really exhausting at times because you feel like you got to finish everything on your timeline. You're harder. Yeah, I think everybody's hardest on themselves. You feel like you got all this weight on your shoulders, but really like if you can just enjoy that process and try to figure it out. Like I used to get really caught up in like the numbers aren't meeting what I need them to do and like I'm not being able to grow my platform the way that I do. And it's like, whatever at this point. Like, you got to go with the flow and just trust in the fact that whether you believe in God or not, like, there's so much that's just out of our control. Like, all you can do is really have a positive attitude and take it one day at a time. Because you can't accomplish anything that you want in this life. It's just a matter of taking it one step at a time. You can't start at the bottom of the mountain and get there in a day. Like, you got to take everything one step at a time and just try to enjoy the fact that you're developing and growing every single day and that you're on a journey. And for me, the scripts and podcasting, like, wow, there's days where it's been a bear and I question everything at times. Like, it's a journey and I'm taking it one day at a time. And whether I'm 25 when I get everything accomplished and reach those goals or I'm 85, like, I'll continue to pursue it till I'm 6 feet in the ground because it's what I really love to do and it's what I truly want to do with my life. So yeah. Me and my grandpa did not win $1 million at a casino, and we did not get shot at by mobsters in real life. But that's been one of my favorite traditions. My grandparents don't do it as much now, just being older and some health stuff going on. But going to the casino with my grandparents, we've only done it a few times, but it made my day. So that's where that story kind of got inspired from, and we'll be back with more episodes soon. Hope everybody's well. Talk some time.
Taking shots by the lake till I can't even breathe no more, see no more. I was riding around town thinking to myself, is it gonna get easier? I'll be up and away up the street getting big, but I can't even breathe no more. What's it to me? What can I see? Taking shots by the lake.